Hello, students. How are you all doing? Please turn on your cameras. Hi, Vihan. You are here today. Yes, I hope I'm audible. Yes, can I get responses if am I audible or not?
You're audible, ma'am.
Okay, so you all won't be turning on cameras. Is it so? I think it's for an hour, so we all can do so. It's not a big deal. Hi, Meenakshi. Yes, Sharanya has done so. It's really nice. Yes, Varun, Vihan, Meenakshi, Laisa. I think we all can do so. Okay, Vihan, have you watched the recording of our last class?
No, I'm yesterday I didn't receive it yet. I'll watch it afterwards.
Okay, no issues. What about Varun? Is your mic working today or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today your camera is not working. Is it the case? Yeah, it's working as well. Okay, okay, students. So we'll start with doing some questions. Mm, just give me a second. Yes, so what we'll be doing some questions of the topic which we covered yesterday. I think we have already done so. Let's do last some questions and then we'll begin with apostrophes and modifiers. That is our today's class topic. We'll be finishing everything in today's class, relating this class. Okay. So we had done questions till 7th. We have to begin with question 8. Vihan, what we were doing in our last class, it was we have covered pronouns. Pronoun should agree with its antecedents, basically the other thing which is being referred to in the sentence. And in case of ambiguous pronouns, what do we mean by ambiguous? In any case, when putting a pronoun can create confusion, in that case, we put nouns. Okay. So when putting a pronoun can create confusion, this we call as ambiguous pronouns, and we use a pronoun. In that case, we have to give preference to a noun. Okay. I know that it won't make much sense to you, but we can manage for now with this information. Okay, let's do this question, students. In a historic European town, preservationists stumbled upon a collection of ancient doors dating back to the 15th centuries. These doors had endured centuries of weather and wear. Restoration experts were amazed not only by the craftsmanship of the doors, but also by the remarkable preservation of dash intricate carvings.
A.
Okay. Okay. Varun is saying yes. A. What about others?
Ma'am, I also think it's A.
Okay. We have two votes for A. What about Laisa, Vihan, Meenakshi?
A, ma'am.
Okay.
A, ma'am.
Hey,
Okay, you all are thinking A. So it's saying restoration experts were amazed not only by the craftsmanship of the doors, but also by the remarkable preservation of their intricate carvings. Is it so? What is the subject here? About which thing we are talking? Doors. Yes, are we talking about doors?
Ma'am,
So,
restoration experts.
restoration experts is not the subject. Why? Because they are amazed by their craftsmanship, like, okay, craftsmanship of doors, and then also remarkable preservation of dash intricate carvings. The carvings is of doors. Okay. That's why the thing we are referring here is not the restoration experts, is the doors. So can we use there for doors? No, right? We have to use its. So the correct option would be B. In these cases, it's very essential to identify what the correct subject is. Okay, otherwise the sentence won't make sense and it also creates ambiguity. Clear? Is this question clear, all of you? Yes, Sharanya, Vihan, others
Ma'am, I have a
clear?
doubt.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, but isn't it singular? How can we use it here since dose is plural?
Okay. It's singular, but it's is also possessive of its. It, sorry. Okay, when we'll talk about apostrophes, okay, in that case, we'll talk about that its is also possessive of it. And we are talking about here, yeah, you are very much correct in this sense, but we can't use there as well. Can we use there for doors, Minakshi?
No, ma'am.
Right, here we are talking about doors. So the only suitable option that we are left here is its. None of the else will fit in here. Okay, and why this question has got this click? Because in this, students get confused that where what is the real subject here about which we are talking, and the blank is referring to. And it's referring to doors because it's saying remarkable preservation of dash intricate carvings, and carvings is of doors only. Okay. We'll talk about it in more in apostrophes. I think that and then it will make more sense to you. Okay, let's move further. Let's do this question. In our quest for understanding, we often encounter individuals whom we think embody wisdom and insight. These mentors dash think, hold profound knowledge, guide us on a journey of self-discovery and intellectual growth. Yes.
A.
Mm. Okay. What about others? Yes, students. What others think in this?
A, ma'am.
Hey, okay, Charni, you are also here.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
didn't see you. Okay. Yes. What about others? Sharanya,
Mom B.
B. Okay. Varun said B. Yes. Yes, Sharanya, what do you think? Meenakshi as well? You haven't given your responses? No idea?
Madam, I'm confused between A and B. That's
Okay. Okay. So Varun said B. So let's ask from him only. Why does he think that the correct answer would be B?
Mom, I was confused between A and B, and like B sounded better.
Okay. Okay. See, we have already discussed that in most of the cases we use whom with preposition. Okay. For example, to whom, with whom, like that. In most of the cases it happens. So we have to go with the conventions, what we have seen in conventions of English, and that is what we have observed mostly, as we don't have any option which consists a preposition before whom, so we'll go with this one. Who we think hold profound knowledge, guide us on a journey of self-discovery and intellectual growth. There is no other reason behind choosing who we, okay? Because there is no such clear demarcation between whom and who without the use of preposition. That's the only thing with the help of which we can decide which will be coming in the blank. Okay? Any doubt in this? Yes, Meenakshi, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's move to the last question. When people dream, their eyes move in accordance with the action. If someone is dreaming about watching a game of tennis, for example, dash eyes will move from left to right with each volley. Yes.
A, ma'am.
Okay. What about others?
A, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So, Sharanya, can you tell us why it's A?
Ma'am, because we have someone and as the gender is not specified, so we have to go
Yes.
with him, his or her.
Yes. Great, great. Okay. So whenever we talk about everyone, every like this, in such type of cases, we are referring to singular and we are not sure about the gender. So we'll go with this one, a neutral option. Okay. So yes, this was the last question. Now we have to move on further. We completed in last class till pronouns. Students, please keep on revising your notes as well, okay, and come up with your doubts. Like as we are proceeding through classes, we are covering grammar, okay. This is our third lesson, basically third broad topic which we are covering in grammar. After this, we have one last topic in grammar, that's subject verb agreement and tenses. And parallelism is also a short topic that will be covered with that only. Okay. Then we'll be heading towards the reading section. So, just to make sure that you guys won't forget anything from the grammar section which we have done, please keep on revising things. Okay. So that we can be clear. Yes, you all know each and everything and you are clear with all the rules. Okay. So let's start with apostrophes. Do you all know what apostrophes are? I think the basic idea of apostrophes would be clear. Apostrophe is this comma and the S with it. Okay. Now we are going to learn about two different uses of apostrophes. First, we use apostrophe for contraction. Contraction is something when we shorten something. Okay. We'll talk about when do we shorten things. And second use is possession. Okay. So, when do we use contraction in like apostrophe in contraction between noun and verbs? And we usually shorten these two things is and has. For example, yes. So I would like to know from Minakshi, what would be the expanded version of this one? Can you tell us?
She
Would
has
it
done.
be? Yes, great. It's she has done. Can you also help us by telling us that how did you figured it out?
Because it's talking about the past.
Okay, with has plus done, do we talk about past? You think so? Okay, it's okay, Meenakshi. We'll be talking about when do we use specific tenses in subject verb agreement. Okay, but just to tell you people that we use has plus third form of verb. This done is third form of do. Okay, Charani, can you tell us what is the second form of do?
She is running, mom.
No, I asked you what is the second form of do? Second form of verb do.
Do.
Do you know?
Yes, mom. Does.
Okay, does. Okay, second form of do is did.
Done. Sorry, did, yeah.
No problem. It's do, did, and done. Okay, so what happens, how we can figure it out that which would be here, right? Has or is. We can see the verb which is written after it. Usually with has, have, we write third form of verb. Okay, we have three forms of verbs, and most of the times the second and third ones are the same. But as this one is irregular verb, so all the forms of verbs were different. Okay, so this is she has done her work. And what about this one? Yes, Varun, can you tell us what is the expanded version of the second sentence?
She is running.
Okay, and how do you know that?
Like it's
It's running, right? So we can't say she has running. That's something which is unusual and we don't even do it. So what did we gather from there? That with the help, with is always first form of verb plus ing comes. Okay, this is the usual version of things that we write. Got it? You can also write this for your assistance if you have any confusion relating the use of has and is. These are the normal usage of verbs that come with these helping verbs. These are helping verbs. So when we talk about contraction in apostrophes, we mean that we have two words is and has, and we contract them by writing just apostrophe and s. Okay. In this case, you have to make a clear demarcation if we are using this apostrophe s for contraction or for possession. Okay. Let's talk about possession on the next slide. For making possession in singular, we add s. For example, Roy's dogs, like this. Okay. And for plural things, we do it like this. Boys, we just add an apostrophe after the plural word. Dogs, like this. Okay. And when do we use apostrophe? Noun plus noun. Basically, when do we use apostrophe for showing possession? When we have two continuous nouns. Okay, like this. My father's car. In this case, we can see that we have here two nouns back to back. In this case, only we can use apostrophe for showing possession. You have to keep this in mind that only while showing possession through an apostrophe, there should be two nouns together. This is the prerequisite for using possession in case of apostrophes. Yes, I think this one is clear. Yes, students? Any doubts so far? No? Okay, Vihan, is this clear? Okay, Vihan, you tell us how you are able to understand this class without attending the previous one. I think it's really difficult for you.
Till now, whatever we learned was I understood now. So it's fine.
Okay. That's great. That's your grit that you are able to make sense out of the things. Okay. Yes, Varun, can we move further or are you noting something? Okay. Okay. So now what we'll talk about some basic differentiation. Okay. For example, difference between this it's versus this it's. So this one is it is, or it can be it has. Okay. And we can use it like this. It's raining outside. And yes, just give me a second. Yes, students. So it's raining outside, and the second one could be it has already started, like this. And the second one is possessive of it. And this we can use before noun, like this. The cat licked its paw, like this. The phone lost its signal. Okay. And in case if you would have any confusion arising and you are not able to make out which one will come, this it's or this it's. So what you can do in that case, you can plug it is in that blank, and if it makes sense, then it's correct. If it doesn't make, then you will understand on your own, then it is not it is, and we have to go with this it's. Okay, this is the easiest thing where we can do when we'll be puzzled in such questions. Okay, I hope this much is clear. Yes, Meenakshi, Charani, Laisa, any doubt so far? I think you guys can at least turn like switch on your mics and say no. Okay, okay, got it. Yes, this much is also fine. Okay, let's move further. The next differentiation that we are dealing with is they are, there, and this there. I know this is pretty much simple, but still, for any sort of confusion, we'll clear that out. It is they are. Okay, for example, they are my students, like this. The second one is possessive of they. Example, the players wore their uniforms. The last is place. This we use for place. Example, we went there yesterday. Yes, I knew it is pretty much simple and we all are very clear with it. Okay, we have to deal with two more differentiations, then we'll be off with this topic and we'll do some questions and then begin with our last topic for this topic, that's modifier. And modifiers is very interesting. A lot of things, a lot of fun in this topic. I'll post some really confusing sentences to get your opinions. Okay. Yes, shall I move further? Okay.
1 minute, mom.
Oh, sorry. You can let me know when you laugh.
Yes, mom.
Thank you. Okay. Next differentiation is this you, your, and okay, sorry, versus this your. This is you are, and this is possessive of you. For example, my friend, and this is your jacket or your shirt. Okay. Yes, students, can I move ahead? Charani, Enakshi, all? Okay,
Yes, mom.
thank you. Let's talk about the last difference that we do have. It's who, whose, this one whose, and second one, this whose. Okay, this is who is. Let's take an example. He is the teacher who is helping us, like this. And this one is possessive of who. So we can use this like this. This is the girl whose brother lives in London. So if you get confused at any moment relating this, what you can do, you can plug in who is. If it will make sense, then this is the correct one. And if it doesn't, then you have to go with the other option that would be there.
Mom, can you tell what is possessive?
Possessive is that apostrophe one. Okay. Possessive in the sense when you are saying the cat licked its paw. What do we mean by it's? That the cat is licking. We can use any gender that his or her paw, like that. One's own. Okay, when we say possessive is one's own, that this is the girl whose brother lives in London. So, whose we are using here for girl. Getting the point? Okay, possessive, we can write like that, one's own. And we also use this for showing ownership. All the words that we are using for showing possession, we are using them to show ownership. Okay, clear, Vihan? Let's do some questions then. I have some questions of this as well. Yes, apostrophe questions. Okay, so let's start with this question. Throughout his 1986 novel in verse, The Golden Gate, Vikram Seth maintains a stubborn resistance to traditional structure. The narrator does not hesitate to interrupt the dash in order to explain a shift in the plot or to comment on the structure of the book. Which option will be correct in this case?
E.
Yes, sorry, Vihan.
B.
B. You're saying B. Okay.
B. B.
You're saying D. Dog.
No, ma'am. B is the one in multi-family.
Okay, okay. Ball one, na? Got it. Yes. What others have to say on this?
Ma'am, B.
B. Okay. Who all like the students who are with B, they can give a thumbs up. The others can tell by which option they think is correct. Okay. Varun, Laisa. What about Minakshi, Charani? Okay, okay. Everyone thinks it's B. Okay, great. So in this case, it's a stories event. Why it is not the other options? Because in this we don't have any apostrophe, and we have already discussed that apostrophe. With the help of this one also, we are showing possession, and possession can also occur in the case of noun plus noun, and we have both the things as noun here. Okay, and there would be no meaning of showing possession of events. That's why we are with this option. Okay. Let's talk about this one. The Constitution of Spain, enacted in 1978, enshrines 68 total rights across 17,608 words of text. According to constitutional scholar George the Sibils, who examines the implication of constitutional length on civil rights, dash 105th in a global ranking of the shortest constitution. Which one?
B.
B. Okay. What about others? If others also think it's B, they can give thumbs ups. Then others can also, like whoever has different opinion, they can. Okay, it's fine. So I think everyone is agreeing with Sharanya's option B. Yes, it would be. It is not possessive of it because we don't have anything of which possession will be showing. The sentence is simple. It is 105th in a global ranking of the shortest constitution. Okay. This one. Japan is known for its rich culture, traditions continue to influence various aspects of modern life in a country.
B, ma'am.
B. Vihan, what did you say? I couldn't hear you.
Ma'am, B. B.
B.
B. Okay.
Yes,
Varun
ma'am.
also said,
B.
okay. Does anyone have any differing opinion from this? They can let me know. The rest can give a thumbs up if they all are agreeing with it. Okay. Great. It is a country whose tradition continue to influence various aspects of modern life in the Japan. Okay, life in the country. Yes, it's the correct one. We'll be using it as only this one. In 1988, Arizona Dash official fossil, something the name, the AA, which is a Triassic period tree. Yes,
B.
B. Okay. Why there is a pattern of the correct answers in these cases? Does other also think that it's B? Yes, Vihan, Varun.
Confused between A and B.
Okay, you which option you're confused with?
A and B.
A and B. You also think that A can also be the answer. Okay. What about Varun? Meenakshi, Sharanya, you haven't given your choices.
Ma'am, B.
B. Okay. Yes. Varun, why it's so late?
Wow, I'm confused between A and B.
A, B. Okay. Let's sort it out why people are confused between A and B. It's Arizona's lawmakers designated the, okay, it's official fossil of which thing, right? It's state's official fossil. That's why we have to go with this states. Okay. We can't go with this one because we don't have any apostrophe between states official. This would be plural of state. Okay. And we are talking about Arizona. So it's one state, right? That's why for singular, how do we show possession? With the help of an apostrophe and S. Okay. The first one is the plural option, and we do have one state only here. That's why we cannot go with option A. Yes, is this clear? Okay. Let's talk about question 5. Often anthologized alongside the dash associated with the Black Arts movement, something the name. I think that would be suffice if we read that much only to do this question.
I guess B.
Okay, you think it's B? Vihan, you said B, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, what about others?
C, mom.
B.
Okay, Charani is thinking it's C. Okay, B. Sharanya also think it's B. Yes. What about others? Varun, Meenakshi, Laisa? What you think?
B, mom.
B,
B.
mom.
Meenakshi. Okay, okay. Varun?
B.
B. Okay. All are thinking it's B. Okay, Charani, please tell us about the reasoning which you thought while selecting option C. Yes?
Mom, it's because like the work is of other writers associated with the work is representing over here, mom. Like
Okay, okay. I got your point, why you got confused. Okay. Charani, while selecting apostrophe for showing possession, always keep this in mind that we should have two nouns back to back. Okay? So, works doesn't have any other noun after it. That's why we can't do so. We do it like father's car or dog's tail, like this. We do it. Okay? We do have two nouns back to back, and in this case, we don't have any after it. So, this option can't be correct. Is this clear, Charani?
yes, mom.
Yes. Okay, great. So option B is the correct one in this case as well. Okay, that's it, student. We do have five more questions. I think I can send you this PDF and the rest you can do on your own. Let's move on with the last topic of this class. That's modifiers. That's personally my favorite topic of the whole SAT syllabus, grammar syllabus specifically. Okay, what do you think about what modifiers are? Have you ever heard its name? Yes. Anybody? Any idea about modifiers? Nothing? Okay, let's start with an example. You guys will be telling me if there is any mistake in this. Walking down the street, the flowers were blooming beautifully. Yes. Is there anything wrong in this sentence? I need everybody's opinion. Liza, you will be the first who will be speaking about this sentence. I want you to speak. What Liza thinks about this sentence. Yes, Liza. Any opinion, if you think it's perfectly fine, you can tell us that as well. It's really important to interact, not only for me, it's for you as well. Okay, you all have equally paid for this batch. So it won't work that if some others are speaking, not you. Yes, Liza. At least you can type if you're not comfortable speaking. Yes. So I want others' opinion if Liza is not speaking. Yes, Sharanya, what do you think? Is there anything wrong in this sentence?
I might feel like While is missing while walking down the street.
While. Okay, okay. I'll add everybody's suggestion. Yes. Varun, what do you think? It's perfectly fine, right? If I have written it, then it would be correct. I'm your teacher, by the way. Okay. Yes, Vihan, what do you think in this?
I think it is correct only.
It's correct only. Okay, okay. These two are very obedient students of mine. They think whatever I write is correct. Yes, Meenakshi, Charani, please speak something. This topic is really nice.
The flowers are blooming beautifully.
Ah, yeah, I got your opinion. So we should write R here. Okay, that's a nice observation. What about Meenakshi? What do you think?
I think that this sentence has two meanings, ma'am.
Sentence has two meanings. How so? Meenakshi, can you please explain to us?
So one meaning is that a person is walking down the streets and
Mm-hmm.
the person saw that the flowers were blooming. And the other meaning is that the flowers were walking down the street blooming beautifully.
Yes, yes. I think Meenakshi was able to touch upon the thing that we are going to start with. As Meenakshi said, that the flowers are walking down the street. While reading the sentence, did it not come to your mind that who is walking down the street? The flowers can't, right? Of course. So, what is missing in this sentence? Not a while, not are. The subject is missing in this sentence. Okay. Are you getting my point? Yes,
Yes.
students? Right? So, in this case, what is missing in the sentence? The subject is missing. Rather than the flowers were blooming beautifully, it should be walking down the street. I saw the flowers were blooming beautifully, like this. We can write the sentence in that manner. Okay. What is missing in this sentence is the subject that's not written here. Okay. Let's do one more. After reading the book, I found, sorry, I wrote this sentence correct this time. It's my bad. I'm really sorry. This sentence was about to be like this. The movie seemed boring. I think now you all get it what the correct version should be, right? So what's wrong in this sentence, Charani? Can you tell us?
I found the movie seemed boring.
Yes, yes. Okay. So we don't have a subject here, right? In this case as well. After reading the book, who read the book? Of course, there should be someone, a person, a human who should have read that book. So we have to mention that thing. After reading the book, I found the movie boring.
Ma'am,
Okay, in this case,
can we
as
use he or she or it?
yeah, he found the movie boring. Yes, we can absolutely use that as well. But there must be a subject. Okay, let's talk about then some theory relating this. So, what are modifiers? Modifiers add detail to another word in sentence. Okay, so if you guys have noted down the examples, you can underline this thing. The modifier was this in this case. Walking down the street was the modifier, and this case as well, after reading the book, was the modifier. Okay, so modifier was this phrase. So what we read about modifiers that they add meaning to other words of the sentence. Okay. One more important thing about modifiers is they depend on where they appear in the sentence. Okay, it's really important, and their position in the sentence is something really essential, as we have also seen in this case, right? Our subject should be immediately after the modifier because our subject is the one about which modifier is talking. Walking down the street, I is the one who is walking down the street. After reading the book, I or he, she, it can be anything. That is something which is being modified by this modifier, so it should immediately come after it. Okay, that's why the position of this should be here only before the subject. Getting the point? I think this much is clear. We have two types of modifiers. The one I have given you examples, right? Dangling modifier. Second one is misplaced modifiers. In the previous slide, the examples which I gave you was of dangling modifiers. Okay, so let's write some more things about dangling modifiers. Okay, can I move ahead? Or are you people noting down something? Yes, Sharanya, Varun, can I move ahead? Okay, got it. So let's write some things about dangling modifier. Before writing, I want you people to observe the things about this example. What we can see in this, we have a phrase, and after phrase, immediately we have our subject. That's the first observation. Second, dangling modifiers most of the times begin with ing phrase, okay, or ing word. In this case as well, walking, in this as well, reading. Okay, so mostly this is the construction of dangling modifier. Let's write these things then. We have an ing word in the dangling modifier. Then we have introductory phrase. Our introductory phrase in that case was walking down the street. Then we have a comma. That's also something which is essential. Then we have subject. Or we can say that about which this introductory phrase is talking about. Not necessarily subject, but about which introductory phrase is talking about. This should come after the comma. Okay. And this dangling modifier describes subject. Subject in the sense, this thing. Okay. I hope this much is clear. Yes. Dan, can I move ahead? Varun? Okay. Let's write or do misplaced modifiers. Okay, before doing misplaced modifier, let's do one more thing that we have in dangling. Let's start with an example. Hey students, I need your opinion. Is this sentence correct? What do you all think? Sharani, as I can't see you, so I'll ask you every question every time. What do you think? Is this correct?
Yes, mom.
Okay, great. What about others? Sharanya, Vihan, Varun, Meenakshi, Laisa. Yes, no opinions. At least you can say that's correct.
I think it's wrong, ma'am.
Okay, why do you think so, Meenakshi?
It's indirectly suggesting that John's hat is running across the field.
Great, great. How do you figure out these things perfectly? It's really nice. Your observatory skills are nice. Okay. Meenakshi is right in this case. Okay. In this case, we have read that immediately after our modifier, our subject should follow. And of course, John's hat is not running across the field, right? So this sentence should not look like the sentence should not look like this if it meant to be correct. How we can write it that running across the field, John lost his hat like this. That should be the correct version, not this one. Okay, so what we gathered from this? In case of possessive noun, introductory phrase plus possessive noun equals to incorrect. We can't do so. Okay, possessive noun will never come after introductory phrase or modifier. Getting the point? This construction is grammatically wrong. Yes. Shall we move on? Yeah. Are you saying something, Vihan? You are muted. Okay. Okay, done, students. We are dealing with now misplaced modifiers. The second type. What is the one most important characteristic that we are aware of this modifiers that can occur or can come anywhere in the sentence? Getting the point? So we don't have any information relating this modifier. It can come anywhere. Let's look at a sentence now. Yes. Is this sentence correct? I saw a puppy and a kitten on the way to the market. Yes. What do you all think? What does Minakshi think in this case? I want to know. She's really quick in identifying these modifiers and how they mess up our sentences.
I think it sounds correct, ma'am.
Okay, you got tricked, that means. Fine. Okay, what others have to think about this? Sharanya, you have not spoken for a while now. What do you think?
I think it's wrong.
It's wrong, but you don't know how it is wrong, right?
Ma'am, from what I can make out, it's probably because the puppy and kitten are also on the way to the market, so something around there.
Okay. Yes. Meenakshi, what are you saying something?
Ma'am,
Something? Yeah.
I guess it will be while I was on the market, I saw a puppy and a kitten.
Okay. Okay, Vihan, what we have figured out till now that modifiers are something which occur in sentence, okay, their position is usually in the sentence is wrong. So rather than adding or deleting something from the sentence, we have to look for the position of things. Okay, for example, let's solve this mystery together. In this case, what we are saying, okay, suppose you were all meeting me in an offline session, right? And if you all get late, or if any of you will get late, I'll just message, where are you? Where are you, Mihan? You'll say, on my way, ma'am. Okay, that means you are coming here to the class, right? So, in this case, what do we see? I saw a puppy and a kitten on the way to the market. Do puppy and kitten intentionally go to the market? Right. That means puppy and kitten are on their way to the market to buy groceries, right? So this won't be the case. They never do so. So this on my way, on the way is the modifier which is placed wrongly in this sentence. This should be somewhere in the beginning because our subject, who is on the way to the market? This I. So the sentence should look like this. On the way to market, on the way to the market, I saw a puppy and a kitten. Okay, you can write this sentence correctly as well. On the way to the market, this was the modifier. I saw a puppy and a kitten, like this. Okay, let's do it together. Then we have one more thing in this modifier only. Then we can wrap up our class. I'll send you the practice question of modifiers over the WhatsApp. You people can solve them and we'll meet in the next class for its review. Yes. Can I move ahead, people? To like Varun? Can I go further? Great. Let's write this one. One more question coming to you guys. This is he served sandwiches to the children on paper plates. Yes. Please observe this and tell me if you see any error in this and what is the error as well. I'm writing meanwhile another example concerned with this topic only. Yes, tell me. What's the issue with this example? She served sandwiches to the children on the paper plates. What do you all think? Yes, Meenakshi? What do you think about this one?
I think it has two meanings, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. The correct one. What is the correct meaning of this one then? Or what is the modifier in this sentence and is it placed wrong or right? What do you think about that?
I think the correct sentence will be that she served sandwiches on paper plates to the children.
Great. Great. The children are not sitting on paper plates, right? The modifier in this case is on paper plates. This is the modifier. And why this is after children? Children are not on the paper plates, right? The meaning of this would be that she served sandwiches in the hands to the children and they are sitting on paper plates. We know that this won't be correct, right? So this is the modifier. And the correct position of this one should be after sandwiches, not after children's. Because sandwiches are meant to be served on paper plates, not children. Okay? That was the thing which was incorrect in this one. Can you all please look at the another sentence which is given here and tell me if there is any error in it? Yes, what do you all think about this one? Sharanya, can you tell us what's wrong in this one?
The teacher handed the students the essays when freshly printed.
Okay. Okay. So what do you think? Yeah, come. We'll talk in a while. Yes. So what you said, I couldn't get it. Please repeat.
The teacher handed the students the essays and in bracket freshly printed.
Okay. Yeah, I got it what you meant by this. You want to say that the freshly printed should be after essays, right? Because the essays would be freshly printed, right? What does this sentence mean? If I tell you we all, that it means that the students are freshly printed. Okay, because the freshly printed is after students. And this should not be case in any way. What do we do in this type of thing when we are talking about misplaced modifiers involving parentheses? Whenever we write any information in parentheses, we want to place that after the thing to which it is referring. Okay, so freshly printed here is used for essays, so it should be after that only. The teacher handed the essays freshly printed to the students. This should be the correct position. Let's write a sentence for this, then we are up for this session. Information at the beginning sorry, parenthesis must refer to noun that immediately precedes it. Okay, I hope this much is clear. The information to which we are referring to that should be immediately before or after it. Okay, so that it will be clear that with this information we are referring to that particular word. Yes, I hope this much is clear to all. Yes, Minakshi, Charani, Laisa, please give a thumbs up if everything is clear till now. Great. So that's all. We'll be meeting then next week, okay, with a new topic. That's it. That is subject verb agreement and tenses. Okay, we'll be doing some practice question of this even. I'll send you the PDF. Okay, bye, students. Have a great week ahead. Please revise whatever we have done.